So now in this section we will see the big data technologies. So the big data technologies are important. Why? Because they are providing more accurate analysis, and because of this accurate analysis it is lead to more concrete decision making, and that is resulting in what? That is resulting in greater operational efficiencies, cost reductions and reduced risks for the business. So to harness the power of data, it is required to have the infrastructure which can manage and process huge volume of structured and unstructured data in real time, and it can protect data privacy as well as security. So actually there are various technologies in the market from different vendors, like for example Amazon, IBM, Microsoft, which are there for handling the big data. And while looking into the technologies which handle big data, there are basically two basic categories: the operational big data and the analytical big data. So, starting with the operational big data. So, NoSQL big data systems are designed to take advantage of new cloud computing architectures which have emerged over the last past decade, which allow massive computations to be run inexpensively and efficiently. Means NoSQL big data systems are there which are designed. Why? Because they are having the advantage of new cloud computing architectures, and they are running the massive computation things in an inexpensive way as well as with full of efficiency. So this makes operational big data workloads much easier to manage, cheaper and faster to implement. Actually, some NoSQL systems can provide insights into patterns and trends which are based on real-time data with minimal coding and without the need for data scientists and additional infrastructure. So that includes systems like, for example, MongoDB. We can take the example of MongoDB, which provides the capabilities for real-time interactive workloads where data is primarily captured and stored. So actually when we are talking about operational big data workloads, big data systems such as document databases have emerged to address the broad set of applications and other architectures. Other architectures such as key value stores, column family stores and graph databases, which are optimized for more specific applications. NoSQL technologies, which were developed to address the shortcomings of relational databases in the modern computing environment, are actually faster and scale much more quickly and inexpensively than the relational databases. Critically, NoSQL big data systems are designed to take advantage of new cloud computing architecture, as I said. In addition to user interactions with data, most operational systems need to provide some degree of real-time intelligence about the active data in the system. So we can take the example of multi-user game or financial application, which aggregates for user activities or instrument performance, which are displayed to users to inform what will be their next actions. Some NoSQL systems can provide insights into patterns and trends which are based on real-time data with minimal coding and without the need for data scientists and additional infrastructure. That is all about operational big data. Now the next one is the analytical big data. So this includes systems like MPP. Now what is this MPP? MPP is massively parallel processing database systems, and MapReduce, which provides the analytical capabilities for retrospective and complex analysis which touch most of the data. Actually, MapReduce provides the new method of analyzing data which is complementary to the capabilities provided by SQL, and a system based on MapReduce which can be scaled up from single servers to thousands of high and low end machines. These two classes of technology are actually complementary and frequently deployed together, But when we are talking about this analytical big data, so the workloads can be addressed by the MPP database systems, as I said, because the traditional relational databases are having the limitations, and they are having the lack of ability to scale with the resources on a single server. As application gain transaction and their users generate increasing volume of data, there are number of workloads, and because of that the real value is getting to the business. So these are basically two analytical technologies we are having: big data technologies, which we can say that is operational big data and analytical big data. So these two classes are deployed together, and they are having the challenges, that is capturing data, curation, storage, searching, sharing, but growing maturity of concept more deliberately. The difference between big data and business intelligence is there, and at that time these two big data technologies are very helpful because we can use them very efficiently with the probable operational capabilities. So the overview of operational versus analytical system. So the latency is 1 millisecond to 100 millisecond for operational and 1 minute to 100 minute for analytical. Concurrency is from 1000 to 10,000 and 1 to 10 for analytical. The access patterns are write and read in operational, whereas read only in analytical. Queries are selective in operational but unselective in analytical. Data scope is operational but retrospective in analytical. End users are the customers in the operational systems and data scientists in the analytical system. Technology which is used in the operational big data is NoSQL MapReduce, and for the analytical it is the MPP database. So this is all about the big data technologies, which is operational and analytical, as well as its overview. Now in our next section we will see the big data and how this big data is connected with e-governance. Thank you.